At 91, Alan should be living the good life. Instead, he's fighting to stop his neighbour from putting an easement through his beloved garden.
The harassment, the bullying has been relentless. It's not just an easement, it's an attack on a 91-year-old man.
They reckon that I'd be a soft touch, I think.
He and his daughter feel like they're being bullied by you and your family.
Not really, not really.
The way to do things is trying to resolve those matters in discussion in the first instance.
91-year-old Alan Nielsen's Mount Colah property is more than just land. It's a home full of family memories.
My wife and I were playing golf in 1979. My wife looked up and seen the sign at the front for sale, and she said, "I want that house."
His late wife loved the garden, and Alan loved her.
Wonderful memories. My wife and I were together for 51 years.
The family, including daughter Catherine, spent decades tending to the trees. So special, they're known by the neighbourhood.
Because we give out avocados whenever we get avocados, the little kids down the street call Dad Alan Avocado.
He feels like it will decrease.
So you could imagine when neighbour Pardeep Gill came knocking to ask for an easement through Alan's backyard, he wasn't interested.
They came and made an offer of $20,000 for that to happen. And they were going to dig a big trench all the way down. And that would make an unholy mess of our whole backyard.
The proposed easement would span 1.2 metres from the fence line, but as you can see, it's not a clear path. There are trees that will have to go and retaining walls in the way. The Nielsens claim it would decrease their land value and also put any future subdivision of the property in jeopardy.
Reduce the value by at least $200,000 to $300,000.
He's not losing anything, and we're willing to compensate him.
The Gill family owns the two properties behind Alan.
We got next door property. We want to make a, like a subdivision, and we need rainwater, there.
He really doesn't want this. It's his pride and joy. I mean, will you go ahead with it either way?
Yes, of course.
The Nielsens claim the Gills aren't taking no for an answer.
They threatened legal action, threatened to take us to court and all the rest of it.
They just want us out.
Catherine is also Alan's full-time carer and says his health is suffering.
I don't know why they are pressuring us so much to the point of where Dad's been sick. He's had breathing problems. We've both had nights of just crying, really. Their lawyers the other day sent a 53-page document to us, and it's just overwhelming.
A letter from the Gill family's lawyers to the Nielsens said local council has advised our client that it needs to obtain a drainage easement benefiting our client's property through your property. But in a statement to A Current Affair, Hornsby Council said council did not specify on which property the drainage easement should be located. Council does not involve itself in the negotiation of private easements. Prominent town planner Bill Kuznechuk says the way it's been handled isn't right.
And the reason why it's not right is that when you try and ask your neighbour if you can use their land for a drain supporting your own development, you need to be able to get their consent to do that, because an easement is a restriction on the land that Mr Nielsen won't be able to build on.
The Nielsens want to stay, but they'd rather sell than agree to an easement.
I would like him to stay here until the inevitable happens. And that's what I promised my mum.
Maybe they have to go to the court, yeah?
So you'll take them to court?
Not me.
But it's your solicitor?
Whatever my legal team said, yes.
It is a shame. The world that we have today is nowhere near the world that I was brought up in.
And in some good news for Alan, lawyer Richard Mitry has agreed to help with his case free of charge. We'll keep you posted on Alan's court battle.